Yo.
What's good, YouTube? Today we're gonna be looking at the Disney criminals that kids actually looked up to. I never really looked up to any Disney people growing up. We'll see what this video is about. If you're watching this from YouTube, make sure you guys catch us on Twitch. We're live every day. Links in the description. And without further ado, let's get started.
Kids absolutely love Disney movies and TV shows, and in turn they usually also love the stars who are in them. While a lot of these stars make sure that they're great role models for the kids who love them, some of them make some major slip-ups. For this list, we're taking a look at some Disney stars who have committed crimes and are not such great role models after all.
Okay. I feel like people also gotta realize with a lot of these Disney actors, at the end of their day, they're just humans. You think they're gonna have their Disney persona all the time? You think they be walking into rooms and then the sound effect just appears? Like, no, at the end of the day, these are actually real people, and I hope the crimes that they committed are not too crazy, but we'll see, man.
Before we start, can you guess the movie from these emojis?
Doctor Strange.
Stay tuned for the answer at the end of our video, and be sure to keep watching for fun trivia questions and fun facts along the way. Here are 10 Disney criminals that kids actually looked up to. Britney Spears. Britney Spears has been through a lot over the years, and some people might actually forget that the pop star started out as a Disney phenomenon as part.
Did she? At the end of the day, she became a singer, so I'm gonna be honest, when I think of Disney actors and actresses, Britney Spears is not in there, but she has become weird. I've seen some shit on her Instagram.
My love is blind, can't you see my desire? That's the way love goes.
Y'all cannot tell me she's not off of some substance, bro. This is some perk 30s. Yep, she's off some perkies because that is not normal. Crazy.
The Mickey Mouse Club. Spears has been arrested multiple times, and she was first locked up after being involved in a hit-and-run accident where she was also using an invalid driver's license.
Okay.
Spears also had multiple stints in rehab centers, and has racked up her fair share of charges for public misdemeanors.
We saw her Instagram. Could you say you're really surprised?
All in all, Spears serves as an example of what can happen to a young, impressionable kid who reaches extreme levels of fame too early.
Or maybe she just got in trouble with the law? Why'd you have to exaggerate that? This is a great example of what happens when you become a Disney star. There's Disney stars that are normal.
Sir, please don't yell at me. Because when people yell at me, I have a tendency to start crying.
In recent years, she has gotten her act together, and seems to be sticking to the straight and narrow path and focusing on raising her kids.
What's wrong?
What's wrong? For Christ's sake, look at him, honey.
Matthew Broderick.
What happened to him?
Broderick is probably most famous for his iconic turn as Ferris Bueller, and some fans may not even know that Broderick actually voiced Simba in Disney's The Lion King.
I've never heard of him. What happened to him?
Is it really you?
That makes him a legitimate Disney star, but unfortunately it also makes him a Disney criminal. Back in 1987, Broderick was involved in—
Damn! 1987! That nigga is old as shit. I'm not surprised that he did crimes. And did we even have laws back then?
car crash that actually killed 2 people.
Damn, okay.
And although he was originally facing jail time, he ended up only having to pay a small fine.
Hell no! Who them prosecutors? Who did he have as his lawyers, nigga? No, that gotta be Saul Goodman. You killed 2 people, not 1, 2. And you got off with a fine? You paid the judge. The judge liked Lion King. Let's be honest, chat. The judge watched Lion King.
There's a new live-action adaptation of The Lion King in the works. Do you know who's recently been cast to voice Simba? Hold on to your answer until the end of the list.
Come on.
Robert Downey Jr. Although Robert Downey Jr. may not be the first name that comes to mind when you think about Disney stars, the truth is that he's the biggest star Disney has right now, as he does play Tony Stark, aka Iron Man.
I'm sorry, there's not a lot Tony Hawk could do for me to— Tony Hawk? Yo, I'm actually slow. There's not a lot Iron Man could do for me to hate him. I know the crimes that he did was committed before he became super big.
Who is still the centerpiece of the ever-expanding Marvel Cinematic Universe, one of Disney's most successful properties. According to RDJ, he's been addicted to drugs since he was 8 years old.
I didn't see anything. He didn't do nothing. Chat, did he do anything? I don't know. He's a great guy if you ask me.
And he was arrested numerous times on drug charges and went back and forth to rehab.
You tell him where Pepper is and he'll stop doing it.
Fortunately, he's been able to turn his career and life around. and actually uses his troubled past to fuel his characters.
I feel like Robert Downey Jr. is a prime example of why you shouldn't judge anyone, bro. Because if there's people out here that are doing even druggies, like look, who knows? They could be the next Superman. If he could become better, then trust people to become better. Except the people that live in Kensington. I don't know if they could get better. They're kind of done.
We think we speak for a whole lot of people when we say that we're thankful for Robert Downey Jr.'s redemption story.
Takes up all my time for sure, but once in a while I get to do something fun for myself.
Christina Aguilera, another—
Bro, the Disney criminals that they're putting, they didn't even really become super big off of Disney though. Isn't that a singer?
alumni of the star-studded Mickey Mouse Club is Christina Aguilera, and just like Britney, she too has gotten herself into quite a bit of trouble over the years. Back in 2011, Christina was booked for public intoxication, and this definitely hurt her image and career. Aguilera was able to find success again when she became a judge and mentor on The Voice. But her status took a hit yet again when she was in the car with her boyfriend Matthew Rutler while he was being arrested for driving under the influence.
Okay.
Lately, we haven't heard much from Aguilera, but she does still have one of the most powerful voices in town, so we wouldn't be shocked if she made a comeback sometime soon.
Mr. Mosby, every—
Wait, what did she do? Did he even say the crime she did?
Christina was booked for public intoxication.
You put someone that was drinking? That's her crime? That's it? I was expecting a murder or something.
Mr. Mosby, every little problem with you is like the sky is falling, the sky is falling.
Wrong.
That basically sums up a lot of these Disney actors. They'd be drinking and driving, and they'd be killing people. That's what it is. I think this happened before his role.
Not exactly the greatest role model for young kids.
No more of these.
Here's a little bit of trivia for all you fans of the sweet—
So you're not gonna add the fact that he redeemed himself? You gonna say that Tony Stark, that he redeemed himself, but him? He just killed someone and that's it. BLM.
life of Zack and Cody. What actor from the famous Disney show is now starring on a new Netflix drama? The answer will be at the end.
Whoa, now that's my kind of woman.
Lindsay Lohan. While she was never a television series regular, Lindsay Lohan was right at the center of a lot of great Disney movies like the—
When I was a child, I had a crush on her type shit. She made me like gingers, bro. Wait, how'd she look? She looked like my elementary school teacher though. Nah, I'm sorry, I'm not hitting this.
Parent Trap, Life Size, and Get a Clue. As a youngster, it looked like Lohan was on track to become a major star. But unfortunately, those plans got derailed when she started getting into some serious trouble.
What'd she do?
Between 2007 and 2012, the actress got arrested for everything. From driving under the influence to cocaine possession, violating probation, burglary, and even a hit and run.
Damn, you've been waiting to do all of that. All of that? The director had to be that Nickelodeon director. Yeah, Dan Schneider. That was the director of her films because she was fed up.
The internet was bombarded with images of Lohan looking more and more disheveled, and the once sought-after Disney star transformed into a cautionary tale. We're definitely hoping that Lohan can turn it around, as she is still quite young.
Cam Brock's invited to an opening night bonfire.
Demi Lovato. This former Disney star has
What
really
Demi do?
transformed her image in recent years. Starting out as a nerdy kid on Barney and Friends, and then a happy-go-lucky teen in Camp Rock, Lovato is now a full-fledged pop star, whose songs are packed with adult themes and racy outfits. While she may not have any arrests under her belt, she did do a stint in rehab for an eating disorder, and what's much worse is that she's also confessed to doing heavy drugs with Miley Cyrus and Joe Jonas. Everyone goes through some tough years, but when you're a star like Lovato, you have a lot more people watching, and that can definitely be tough. We're happy that she's found herself and seems to be doing a lot better these days.
What's with these Disney to being a druggy pipeline? I feel like everyone is doing that shit.
There's a small little problem in my bedroom.
Shia LaBeouf. Whether you hate him or love him, there is no denying that Shia LaBeouf is an interesting guy. The actor got his start on the Disney Channel show Even Stevens, but as he grew older, he quickly shed the Disney persona and started starring in blockbuster films and bizarre art projects. Unfortunately, Shia was arrested in 2008 for driving under the influence.
Least weird thing that Shia LaBeouf did. No, he's a great actor, don't get me wrong, but the fact that Hollywood would still want this guy in movies is insane.
And he has been involved in a lot of other bizarre stories in recent years.
Look, I'm sorry, there's so many rules in this house, it's hard to keep them all straight.
At the end of the day, the guy is talented, but we can't in good conscience recommend that parents have their kids idolize him until they're at least in their late teens.
Okay.
I mean, I told you in the front of you, I mean, she gave me, and then I gave her some. The
fact that this man was casted for That's So Raven, the fact that he could talk about his castmate like that, he's a menace. I already know it's gonna be a lot of drugs.
Orlando Brown. If the name Orlando Brown doesn't ring a bell right away, we understand, as the actor hasn't been up to much since his days as a Disney Channel star came to an end. The That's So Raven alum has gotten into trouble with the law numerous times since his show went off the air in 2007. In fact, that same year, Orlando Brown was arrested for possession of marijuana, and in 2011 he received a DUI while driving with his girlfriend in Hollywood. Then, in 2012, he was arrested twice for not completing the conditions of his DUI. This is definitely an example of a fall from grace, and we have to say that Orlando Brown does not make for a good role model for kids whatsoever.
I'm sorry, but it says 10 Disney criminals that kids actually looked up to. I don't think not one person that ever grew up on Disney ever said, is that Orlando Brown? I can't wait to be him in the future. No. If your favorite character was Orlando Brown, I don't know what to say, but no one cares about Orlando. I'm gonna be honest with you.
This isn't why we came here.
Selena Gomez. Photos were leaked online of the actress/singer being handcuffed and put into a cop car, and they went even more viral because the star was wearing basically nothing but lingerie.
How old was she in this picture, chat?
Later revealed that this was actually part of a video shoot for one of her upcoming music videos. The actress has been to rehab as well, but this was more due to the fact that she was having a tough time handling her then recent lupus diagnosis, as well as some other tough personal issues. While the real Selena hasn't broken the law yet, she's definitely played some characters who have.
You added Selena Gomez to be the last person, and it turns out she never even did a crime? Yo, bro, what is wrong with the person who made this video? I can see why people dislike this. You added a girl who didn't even do a crime yet for clickbait.
Can you name the movie in which Gomez played a law-breaking party animal alongside some other former Disney stars?
But she's not a criminal.
Revealed at the end of this video.
The video is already at the end
of our list. But it will be revealed at the end of this video. And that brings us to the end of our list.
So you proceed to say that's the end of our list? The answer's gonna be revealed at the end of the... Yo, bro.
Well, here are the answers.
Not gonna lie, I can see why this has 1.8k dislikes. If you watch this from me too, make sure you guys join us on Discord and make sure you catch us on Twitch. Moral of the story, you don't have to look up to Disney criminals or Disney people at all. If you're an adult and you still look up to a Disney actor, grow up. I feel like even in my teens, I did not care about Disney actors. Eat Waxer for life. Love y'all and peace.